Well, morning. I went and got the new module, got it on the plow, but one of the helper's car is a little too close, and she's gone out with a delivery truck to help with the deliveries. So she took her keys with her. I'm gonna be back later. When they come back to reload, they're gonna let her know to move her car. Or I'll just come back, grab a forklift, and just drag it over this way some and hook onto it. But I got that new module on there. We'll see if that was the issue. That's the only thing I could think of right now, because the relay was working fine, and when I plugged in the plug on port B on that is when that pump would kick in. Didn't help out, it was full of water, so yeah. Anyways, I gotta go back, grab the 550 now, and I got a couple things to possibly sand. I don't know if any of the dominoes needed or not. I know my local one here, it shows it looks like it's starting to melt. Now they got the sun out and it's starting to, I say it's out, but it's been peeking out of the behind the sun's clouds. Wow, I can't speak this morning. I was up till 1 o'clock, and I apologize. I said in the live stream last night, I get the video out about 6. Yeah, for 6 this morning. Yeah, I got it edited. And I made the mistake of sitting down in front of the pellet stove. I fell asleep, so as soon as I woke up, I got it uploaded to YouTube and published. My apologies, but it's been a long month. So I'm gonna head back to the house and we're gonna grab the 550 and see what's gonna go on with that. Oh, I do have to get another cutting edge for that plow too. But I want to make sure that plow module, what is the issue? I've got something going on with the plow on the 550 now. Okay, watch what happens. This is going to be, I'm going to press the up button and the plow's going to angle to the left. I can angle it right and left. I'll go back all the way to the right. Press up. Don't tell me I just had another control module go to hell on me. I'm gonna unplug all the connections and then reconnect it, see if that straightens it out. Okay, turn it back on. Now it's saying that. Turn it off, turn it back on. Uh-oh. I'm gonna go check the connections again. The lights, but I'm still gonna do it anyways. That one looks clean. You see the dielectric grease all over that, so it's good there. Did this behind the plow so it doesn't get that looks good. These are all good. Let's see you again. Try it again. This one still won't pick up. However, I did look. This is the module. Same exact module as that's on the new plow. That's the same exact module I bought for the other plow. I shouldn't say the new plow. I bought for the other plow. So, as I said again, you see I hit the up button. I'm gonna look it up, see if it is that module. If it is, I went and wiggled the wires up there on the behind the pump. Let's see something. She picks up. Oh, looks like I got some wiring to do today. Great. Okay, I know what the issue is with the plow now on this one. 2 years ago when I had the new motor put in, the truck sat for like 3 or 4 years because of the motor was blown. Well, mice got in there and built a nest inside the plow on this, inside the motor, the pump, inside the pump cover. Well, they chewed the wires, they destroyed some wiring in there. I got a feeling that it needs to be cleaned and redone up. I'm gonna try to solder it this time because I'm not the greatest at soldering, but I think the soldering would work a lot better. Okay, just got home from my going to my local Fisher dealer. Talking with them about it, yes, they do agree. It was that plow. It is the plow module on that plow that's messing up. And two, yeah, that relay I got yesterday, solenoid, I should say, for it, they said might and might not work. Because it will work on the older style 3-plug plows. Mine's a 2-plug. So he says the older Ford styles, basically starter solenoids, will not work on these newer ones. That's why I was having, every time I touched power to it, it was kicking on. That's why. By touching that, connecting that red wire. He says they are a different animal completely, so that's why. So I bought another one right here for that plow. I still got the original, the other one. I put the other one, the old one, back on that plow. Gonna go down there. I got the 250, as you can see in the background. Gonna go down there. We're gonna hook onto the plow with that new plow module and that new solenoid, or the old with the solenoid on it, and see if that fixes the issue. The guys said they do believe that was the issue. Was that plow module got where it had water and it corroded and just destroyed it on the internally side, because the 9-foot plow works on this truck, so it's not on the truck side, it's on the plow side. And I've basically changed I'm going to be changing the components on there, except for the pump and the solenoids for the valve body. He goes, it's not the valve body, it's, so we're gonna head down here and we're gonna get that taken care of, hopefully. Okay, plow's off the ground. What it is, I jumped to get the pump going, and then we just managed to get it to lift. I changed the plow module and that solenoid. So let's see what happens here. Power. That went down like it's supposed to. Look at that. We have a functioning plow now. I think it was a combination of everything. That plow module and that relay. See, that's that new relay. So we are good for now. Now I gotta back it up some more, and we're gonna put the new cutting edge on. Now, next thing, change this. New bolts, new cutting edges in the back of the pickup right here. Right there. So we get the new cutting edge on, because if you look at this one here, it's more right down to this point. So it is definitely time for new edge. Man, I feel good now knowing that I got this one straightened out too. So now I got 2 trucks with plows. So if that plow goes down on the 550, I've got this truck I can grab. Wow, yeah. The 550 is my primary plow truck. Again, this is the backup. Now that I got, yeah, relief right here. Ooh, weight off my shoulders. This is gonna be fun. This one started to spin. How long? I got jack stands under the jack, because I gotta literally lay underneath this plow and get the bolts from the back, the nuts from the backside. Oh boy. I'm gonna use this as well, the inductor. Heat them up, because that plow, has sat outside for a couple of years not being used, so those bolts are real rusty. So I'll use this, heat them up. I'm not saving those bolts because I got brand new bolts right there for it. All right, I had to take a quick break from that. I got 3 that will not come out. I put heat to them, they just don't want. I rounding the nuts off with the impact gun. So I take a quick break, kind of just relax, unwind a little bit, de-stress. Daughter said water and fuel light came on, or the icon came on the dash. You think? After lots of swearing and grinding, I got those 3 bolts off. We got the new cutting edge on. I did put some primer paint and rust inhibitor on the backside. It doesn't help out that spot right there, does it? Hello? I can see you. But anyways, I've got the new box mounted. I got the new relay on. So everything's working fine. Now I just got to figure something out to try to help protect the electronics, because they don't have a box for this. I might have to just take some pellet bags or something and wrap it, try to protect it. I don't need this stuff going bad. I mean, that's $40. That was $250, so there's $300 in parts right there. So there's $350 in parts, and I just don't want to spend any more money than I absolutely have to. I've said that several times. So like right now, this is hanging down. I don't like that. Get pinched up in here. So I will have to figure something out on this. I'm not gonna pull on it. Yeah, let me see if I can't figure something out for that. I don't want it out here getting caught up or getting fetched up. I'll go over here in the other warehouse, part of the warehouse. Yeah, as I said earlier, that's the water and fuel light came on the dash. So of course, this is the water, this is the fuel. So I had the truck in here, I threw one of the salamanders, blew a bunch of heat underneath the truck, make sure it was all liquid, and that's what I have for water and the fuel. It should be good now. I might have to start looking for a different place to get my fuel. I was getting it at the Mobile. They're usually on Mondays. They got a special, like 6 cents a gallon off. I've been getting most of my fuel from there. I might have to start looking at a different spot. But other than that, the fuel itself looks good. It's just that section right there. All right, yeah, we'll call it a day. Morning. Yeah, it's 10 a.m. and it's 5 above zero. So whopping 5, nice balmy 5 degrees above zero. Headed down to the, back down to the pellet store, the shop. I'll show you what we got going on the 550 today. I think I mentioned it in the clip from last night, but show you what's going on today for the 550. We're gonna fix the issue with the plow. Well, yeah, I just got caught off guard. I thought they were out doing deliveries today, but no, they're down here waiting for me to swap out tires on the truck. Whoops. Okay, this was the tire that I put on. This is an 11R 22.5, but he runs 295, 75 22.5s, which means these are low profile tire. That's why there's such a height difference between the 2 tires. So, just put 2 brand new ones on there. Same thing as last time. It only took maybe 10 minutes to swap out the 2 tires. However, I got to move my truck. He's pulling that out. He's gonna go get some pellets here. Oh, it says WS20. It's Wood and Sons pellets. These are the 20-pound bags. He's gonna go down to the pellet mill and grab regular bags, 40 pounders. All right, he's coming here. I gotta get the door open, get my truck out of the way, get my truck in, drop the plow, get my truck out. Again, my typical apologies. That salamander's running in the background. I just turned that one off so I can do this. What I'm doing here is every wire in here is getting replaced. Right there you see is the wiring harness, and here's the other part of the wiring harness right here. Because where mice got into this, I got a feeling some of these corrosion connections are really corroded bad. So I bit the bullet, bought all the wiring right there and there, and we're changing it out. We're gonna completely, basically rewire this. So we don't have any issues. I don't need issues. I need productivity. I need my trucks to stay running. So I'm gonna start in on this. And the other, I got another one of these I told you about. If you look, you see how it's corroded real bad? The mouse nest was like right here, sitting right here. So I think this is like mouse pee, mouse urine to get all over it. So it's corroded it. I'm not even taking a chance. I said, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it the right way. So I'm gonna start pulling wires and disconnecting everything. I'll bring it back either after I get it all done or somewhere along the along the way. So I want to get this done. So we got, again, Wednesday, tomorrow afternoon, they're calling for another 1 to 3 inches. I want this ready to go. Oh, this is what it looks like with all but this one wire removed. If you look, there's some corrosion down here on these solenoids for the pump, and still some remnants of the mouse nest. I'm gonna grab some brake clean. I'm gonna clean this all up and grab a wire brush and try to clean up all that corrosion. I'll probably want to get done. I'm probably gonna spray it down with some WD-40 or some other type of protectant for all those connections. I know I said to bring you back when I get it done, but I'll just try to do some stuff here with you. This wiring harness, let's see it. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Right there. Labeled B. So that goes. You don't say. What was that all about? So this goes into plug B. Click. Now this wiring was run just like this from the factory. So I'm gonna run it the same way. You know what? I'm gonna get some wire loom. I'm gonna try to, I'll put some wire loom across here because it's gonna be bending around, and give me a minute. I got myself an excessive amount of wire loom. Do that. I gotta grab, okay, now this is the power cord for this. And this one would be for plug A. Run it through there. Because this feeds power up to the pump. Basically, it's the main power supply for the system. So it works through there. And this one goes into A. Get this to work with me. It'd be great. Cooperate. Connect that to A. Click. I don't think that wire loom's gonna work. It makes it too round. It needs to be flat here and flattened behind there. So maybe I'll just kind of tape it up instead. But this makes it a little too tight back there, and if you make it too tight, it's gonna wind up pinching the wires, and I don't want that. So, yeah. What am I fetched on? There we go. Oh, just gonna love wiring. No, you don't. Man, that's cold. I got the door open on the other side of the building and I can feel it on my back. tucked up. Let's go around the other side to start hooking it up. Alright, there's that. I'm gonna pull this back. Whoa. That's all nuts and bolts. It has to come through here. Around there. There's all those connections. Okay, where'd my phone go? Because these three gotta go in a specific one. These three don't matter. Like these three here. Okay, that's a fuse. I can go 1. Get on that side. 2. Actually, I think I might go the opposite way with these. 1, 2, and 3. Grab my phone. Before I took the wire off, I took a picture, a photo. And that's what it looks like right there. So, white to this one, green, and blue. Blue. Bring this around over here. There's that. That's goes to the relay. That goes to the relay. These go up to the relay. I know in last night, in the video earlier, I said solenoid is relay. Ground wire up and over the way it showed the last time, so let's get this front axle up. The air ride won't, because the air ride's going to let it hang. So I had, no matter what, I had to jack it up. I got that fixed. Now I got an alternator light on. I wanted those wires on the front of the truck there that I had fixed. I repaired for the alternators. Failed again. Don't know, but I'll have to check it out in a bit. I'll turn it off. See, does it come back on? No, it does not. Let me check with the plow. On. Nope. The alternator light's out again. Out now. It could have been just a freak thing, I don't know. I gotta have the ignition on. Left the ignition on while it's sitting outside, so the battery was low. Don't know, but let's get back inside where it's warm. Well, this is that pellet furnace that we use to help heat back here. It's giving us a 2-light flash saying there's a vacuum issue. Even though the vacuum switch is disconnected, there's still a sensor somewhere on here looking for a certain amount of vacuum. And right now the gasket for this here is gone. It's not there. Part of it's gone, missing completely. So we're thinking it could be this. I also got another flame deflector. So I'm gonna start tearing in this, get the new gasket, which is, excuse me, right there. And the new flame deflector. I said Superman had an iron deficiency on that flame deflector. Again, this is what it's supposed to look like. This is what it actually looks like. Yeah. Somebody had an iron deficiency. Okay, the new deflector is in. The new gasket is in. Let's close this up. I want to see if it at least does attempt to fire up. So she's on automatic, ready to go. Still does it. Still giving me the 2 flash. Oh, this, we cannot seem to get this one out of the two flash code. I put a new seal in it, new seal on the, and the 2 flashes is a vacuum issue. So I put a new seal there and another new seal in there. That's the only 2 places it can go besides the door. And we're trying to get, we just had a truckload of Vermont come in, so we're trying to get things organized back here. Yeah, it's been fun, to say the least. So we get somebody a little bit smarter on these here, coming, smarter than me, coming to see what's going on with that. Plus, this has got a little plug right down here. You can plug a computer in and see what's going on. 2 truckloads of pellets in too. Plus loaded the delivery truck. It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
Yeah. We need some green. Do you have green on your truck?
No, I don't.
I don't either.
I've got amber.
Time to do some sketchy shit. Doo-dah, doo-dah. Hope I get away with it. Oh, doo-dah day.
Okay. Tomorrow, I gotta bring the 550 back down here. I gotta figure out what's going on with my alternate while the battery light's on. I got a feeling I know exactly what the issue is. I had it before. She's putting out, I was sitting there idling, it was doing 14.5 volts. So she's overcharging the system, so she's got a broken wire somewhere along that regulator on that truck. So I gotta check it out, fix that. Probably wind up giving it a bath too. That thing needs a bath bad. Both of my trucks do. It's kind of like this. This one here needs a bath. But we are here. I call it a night. Call it a day here for us. So we'll call it a day on the year. So please like, share, subscribe, comment, stay safe. I'll see you in the next one.